Tia Mitchell, Washington correspondent for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution's with us. Scott Bolden, NewsNation contributor, former D.C. Democratic Party chairman. Nice to be surrounded by people smarter than me on the set. Tia, I'll start with you. What are you hearing on the ground from Georgia as to why and what the Harris campaign is seeing that's having them do this?
Well, you just showed a soundbite from my colleague, Greg Bluestein.
Yes.
And he's exactly right. What the Harris campaign is doing in South Georgia is trying to leave no stones unturned. You know, at the end of the day, the Electoral College vote comes down to the popular vote in each state. So no, South Georgia isn't necessarily where Harris-Walz ticket can get a majority of their votes, but there are votes to be had even in these rural areas. Rural Georgia is 25% black, for example. Those are Democratic voters. So they're there trying to speak directly to their supporters, their base, but in rural areas that don't often see candidates.
Right, and not all, seeing candidates suddenly juices turnout, it juices voter registration. Target Smart, July 2020 versus July 2024. Young black women, Scott, registering to vote at 175% basis. Young Latinas, 149%. Young women in general, 83.7%. Here's the question, right? Is after 40 days that the race is effectively now tied between Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, is what we're seeing just a catch-up? Donald Trump, sorry. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. It's been a long week already. Is what we're seeing
Trump can't get that right either.
just a catch-up here? Or is what we are seeing an explosion above where a normal Democrat would be?
It's a Kamala effect. We want to overwin. We want to win big because we know there are going to be challenges with certification in the red states and some of the swing states. And so what else is going on in southern Georgia with that campaign is that they're moderate Republicans and other voters. And when Donald Trump is topped out at 47% and Kamala is surging right now, you ride that surge and you got to go find some independents, some more Democrats who are usually ignored, and some moderate Republicans that can help you win Georgia and keep it blue. Remember, they won in 2020.
Well, it's not only 2020, right, but it's 2022. This is the Raphael Warnock,
yes.
The Raphael Warnock, senator from Georgia, Democrat, former preacher.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's the difference in 2024, which will make it a little bit harder for Democrats. In 2020, when Biden carried Georgia, Ossoff and Warnock were on the ballot with him. So there was a lot of energy, not just about carrying the state for the presidential ticket, but flipping the Senate. So that helped juice turnout. He doesn't have that. Kamala Harris doesn't have that in 2024. There's no other statewide race on the ballot in Georgia. It's pretty much just the presidential contest on the kind of the big high-profile races this cycle. And so she's got a juice turnout on her own without these other races to kind of drum up.
And without the other money being spent, right? And I guess, Scott, this is where it comes down to. I keep hearing from Republicans, this is a sugar high, this is a sugar high. I get the excitement after 40 days. What is the plan for Democrats post-Labor Day, not to hold what they have, because that's a tie, but to actually gain on it?
Well,
where does she pivot?
Well, it's not much of a pivot. It is put your pedal to the metal, stay disciplined, right? Don't have any major hookups, and continue to drive this wave of euphoria and energy towards November 5th.
Boy.
And she can do that. And
turn 40 days into 110 days of no mistakes?
Well, she hasn't made any so far, and her strategy...
She hasn't talked to anybody so far.
Well, that strategy's a winning strategy because she's ahead nationally by 3 or 4 points and tied or ahead in many of the swing states. So you got to get one more vote than the next guy. That's all that matters. You
don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun the next slowest person.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you both. Appreciate it. Good to see both of you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.